Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of Jimmy's Jam Box.
This is not a podcast. This is a show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another exciting episode of Jimmy's Jam Box. We're here and we're back at it again. But before we get into it, as always, make sure to like, subscribe, push all the buttons, do all the things. I don't know where they are and I'm never going to learn, but I trust you. Now let's go ahead and get on into it. Here is today's guest.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Zsmoke.
Hello. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Super glad to have you. It's been a little bit of a back and forth. This one was fun, but we finally made it happen. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about, where you're from, what you do. Give us that Tinder profile of your involvement with music.
All right. I go by the name Zsmoke. I'm from a small town called Canby. It's like a little country town. Not a lot going on in that town. Some musicians, but that's kind of life around there, I guess. I don't know. I first started getting into music right after high school. Mm-hmm. And from there, I just never stopped. It's been 7 years or 8 years now.
On the grind.
Know. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do you play any instruments?
Not really, no. I just do vocals and stuff.
Okay. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. What got, when did you get it? Oh, no, that's a dumb question. We already asked that one. Or you already answered that one. We're going to jump ahead a little bit.
All right.
This is kind of a fun one we ask early on. Definitely a crowd favorite. What was the first album you bought with your own money?
Oh, shit. I think it was a Logic album, honestly.
Oh, okay. Wait. Do you know which one?
It was the Under Pressure
thing. Okay.
Yeah, it was that.
I guess somebody had. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, wait. Oh, God, this is even worse. I think I bought a Hobson album when I was younger than that.
I mean, he was doing something in the beginning.
Yeah, that was the first underground rapper I remember hearing about.
Also, I will say the one where he's trying to dig at mumble rappers. That shit was fire. It went way too hard. He nailed it 100% by people being like, yeah, that does hit. And so if y'all haven't watched it yet, go back and watch it.
Oh my God, that had to have been when I was fucking 12 or somewhere around there, 11.
Yeah, me too. All right, let's keep this moving along. Tell us about the first show you ever went to that you wanted to go to.
The first show that I ever went to was a Felly concert. It was on our senior skip day of and yeah, we just spent a night at the concert and it was fucking dope. It was packed out.
Hell yeah. Who else was on the bill?
I don't even know that. I don't even remember. We just came there to see Felly pretty much.
Fair. Must have been a good show.
Yeah. It was pretty dope. Didn't really like the openers, but it just made it to see an artist that we all listened to as a group.
Hell yeah.
And then we took the weekend, somebody's parents rented out a beach house or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's what's up.
And we spent the weekend at the beach. That was a dope time.
Yeah, that just sounds like a good time in general, even regardless of who you saw.
Yeah.
All right, now let's go ahead and dive into a little bit more of you as an artist. And we're going to get the easy one out of the way. How did you pick your name?
Oh, damn. Because I used to smoke a lot. And Z is the first letter and the first letter of my first name and the first letter of my last name.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you were just going to end it at Z's the first letter. And I was like, dog, I don't know how to tell you this, but it's the last one. Sorry, that was me being stupid, y'all. Tell us a little bit about your writing process. How do you go about like putting together a track? Do you work on the beats yourself? Do you just do the vocals? Like how do you go about getting everything together?
I usually just use beats off of YouTube, to be honest, and buy those, because there's not really a lot of hyperpop producers in the area. I don't think I've found any so far. So if you are a hyperpop producer, hit me up.
Hell yeah. I mean, have you ever thought about producing hyperpop yourself?
I have tried production, and I'm not good at it. So,
have you only ever tried it with like one DAW?
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about branching out to a different DAW and trying again?
I kind of thought about it recently, trying to like learn about that type of stuff, but it doesn't really interest me as much as like making songs.
That's fair.
So I used to write poetry and stuff.
Oh,
and so
you're one of those.
I'm a writer.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I dig that. I mean, I'm always curious about like people and like how like involved they are or want to be in the process. I don't think that there's a wrong way to do it. You know, like if you know what you're strong at, it's best to do what you're strong at. Like if you don't love doing the other part of it, don't do it. I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm always curious about those kinds of things because that's just kind of where I came from.
Yeah.
Now, out of your entire discography, what song do you think represents you best as an artist right now?
Could it be like an unreleased song or just
I think technically it doesn't count as part of your discography yet.
Okay. All right. Well, right now it'd probably have to be like Road Rage or Let It Go. Only Road Rage because it's my most streamed song. But Let It Go was my favorite off of that tape.
Okay.
So.
And let's talk about Let It Go then. What was it that made it your favorite off of that one?
I don't know. It was just kind of hype, and I love performing it.
Okay. See, then that is the track for you.
Yeah.
I dig that. And then tell us about either your most favorite, if you've got one, or just the most wild show you've ever performed at.
Damn. I think my favorite was probably this last one, the PDX Hyperpop Showcase Volume 1.
Yeah, actually tell us a little bit about that, because I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Oh, yeah. We had to find a venue like last minute, and it was just at some record like company, I guess, or I don't even know what they call it.
Record shop?
Yeah. Do
they make records, or do they sell records?
It was Asymmetry Records. They like make music there, like for metal bands and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it was just like a small place, and we just rented out like a PA system and like had an auto-tune pedal, lights, and it was dope.
Hell yeah.
We packed it out.
Who did the lights for that show?
We had our homie Skelly Jelly.
Yeah, shout out Max. That's what's up. There it is. Plug in the homies. No, I dig that.
And he did a crazy job. It was insane.
I mean, y'all can tell when the Jimmy's Jambox Lives are Max lit and not otherwise lit. Like that.
He was working the whole time.
Yeah, that man knows what he's doing. Big
out
fan.
Skelly Jelly.
Yeah, shout out Max. Big fan. Sorry. Click the wrong button here. Let's go ahead and dive on into some more hypothetical questions. These are kind of the heady ones. If you could work with any one artist who's currently alive, and if it's a member of a group or band, you have to pick an individual person, who would it be and why?
Damn, it would probably have to be Breakins, because I think that is like the number one hyperpop artist in my opinion right now. A lot of people think it's like 100 gex.
Fair.
But in my opinion, it's Breakins.
Okay. Now, before we go a little further into this one, I actually want to step back just a little bit. For the people that are watching and listening and may not know what hyperpop is, can you describe it a little bit more?
I would say it came from like electronic music and like pop music just mixed together. And sometimes nowadays it's kind of like any two genres that are mixed together.
Oh, I gotcha. So it's just kind of become an umbrella genre.
Yeah, it's become like a really broad genre.
Okay. What are there any? What are the redeeming elements of it that like keep it in hyperpop and not quite something else?
I think like a high BPM and like drum and bass type of feel to it
Okay.
sometimes. I don't know. So some of them are kind of alternative.
Yeah. Oh, there's always gonna be.
Yeah. There's all different types, but I don't really know how to describe it.
No, that's totally. I don't think anybody ever truly knows how to describe a genre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's such an affluent term, but it's definitely kind of fun to hear just kind of like the gist of it. Because like I said, there's some people who watch the show who may not know what it is, and that's always fun to share a little bit. Now, getting back into the hypotheticals, we're going to narrow that question down a little bit more. Who's a local artist that you're aware of that you just haven't gotten to connect with?
Ooh, it'd probably be Unhei. She's a hyperpop artist. I've talked to her a couple times. She's going to be on the next hyperpop showcase.
Oh, cool.
That's going to be August 5th.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah. Well, then I guess nobody needs to connect them. They're already connected.
Yeah.
Now, this one's kind of a little bit more of a heady question. If you had to pick a different genre to perform than any genre you've done before, and you would be equally as good as you are at the main one you do now, what would you move to?
Dang. Probably like R&B, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. I could see some Zsmoke After Hours cuts. It's still
That'd be
hyperpop.
funny.
It's just like
It's still
10
hyperpop.
dB slower. Or not dB. Oh my God. BPM.
I've really changed my genre of music that I make like so many times throughout the years. It's
What are some of the other ones you've gone through?
just like rap, just like a bunch of the different subgenres of rap, I guess.
Okay, I
like
gotcha.
emo rap, cloud rap, glow, trap.
Now I just think you're putting two different words together. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, like a bunch of different like types of rap
Now,
that I tried, and then I found hyperpop.
okay.
And I made Road Rage, and then the rest was history. Like I just kept going with that.
Oh, all right. I dig that.
Yeah.
We almost ran away from the hypothetical questions before I asked the funnest one, which is if you could perform anywhere in the world, where would you perform?
Damn. Like right now, like as in like a attainable goal, or like
No, just like sky's the limits, but anywhere on Earth. We had to defunct the moon because sound doesn't travel in outer space. Thanks, whoever told me
valid.
that.
Probably in New York. I don't know, somewhere in New York.
Just anywhere in New York?
Anywhere in New York.
Just throw a pin at the map wherever it lands.
I don't really know venues like that. I don't.
Well, I think Madison Square Garden is in New York. That's
sure.
That's like the
Yeah.
biggest place to perform there.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, we're going to kind of tangent off that on for a second. Do you have an interest in going to New York to perform just as a
I
person?
do.
What about New York appeals to you?
Well, I was invited to like a Bateki concert this last year.
Okay.
But I had to move during that time, so I wasn't able to go out there. But I plan on doing something like that in New York soon.
Hell yeah.
With New York City Hyperpop and Bateki.
Well, that's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, let us know when you're going out there,
Hell yeah.
because the show might be trying to go to New York as well.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a that might be a thing. Allegedly. We're throwing
Allegedly.
That is allegedly for the time being. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping this up. Any big things coming up? I know we got
Yeah.
August 5th, but what's happening like early August?
That's pretty much all that I got going on right now is I'm throwing that PDX Hyperpop Showcase Volume 2. We got a bunch of good new artists that we didn't have last time, like Hopeless, Unhei, and Achromatic.
Hell yeah.
So,
Well, that'll definitely be fun.
Yeah.
Or if this comes out after that, that was definitely fun. We'll just re-edit it later.
yeah.
All right. Now for this next one, I'll have you look at the camera. Just tell everybody how they can find you. Give us all the ats, the plugs, that kind of stuff.
I'm Zsmoke. You can find me at Zsmoke PDX on Instagram and Zsmoke on all other platforms. and listen to Spacesuit Tundra.
Hell yeah. And then any other plugs, any other shout outs, anybody else you want to put on while you're on the show?
Shout out Wayne Gray.
Yeah, wherever he is in spirit.
Wherever he is, he's with us in spirit.
It's like he's in the room with us.
It's like he's here. Shout out Quagmane. Shout out Mitch HD, Zach Olson, Row 3, and Shane Taylor. And yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, now we've got one last question to go. But before we do, I'm going to steal the camera for just a second. As always, y'all, make sure to like, subscribe, push all the buttons, do all the things. You know, I'm never going to know where they are, but I know you do, and I trust you. Now let's go ahead and ask this last question. What is your guilty pleasure song?
Dang. I don't know the title of it, but I can like name the band, and it's Never Shout Never.
We are off to such a good start. You can look it up if you want.
I can. Let me see it.
Our technical advisors are going to the boards on this one. We're doing some sleuthing. Yep.
Thank you, Zsmoke.
Oh, yeah, I found it. All right. It's Never Shout Never, Big City Dreams.
All right. There we go. That's
is
what
my
we were all
guilty
hoping
pleasure
for.
song.
Hell yeah. I love that. All right, man. We're going to officially wrap this up. This has been so much fun. Super glad we finally got you on the show.
Yeah.
Definitely probably going to have you back soon in the future for some other stuff. So you
Oh,
go
yeah.
and,
Thank you for having me, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, y'all. This has been another exciting episode of Jimmy's Jam Box. I'm Jimmy.
And I'm Zsmoke.
And we're signing off. Later, y'all.